better run from the devil. You better run from the devil. You better hide. You better hide. You better hide. Oh, run from the devil. That's a song by a dude named Raury, or Raury, R-A-U-R-Y. He got an album out, and the name of that song is called Devil's Whisper. And it was playing in the background of my mind earlier this morning, and it made me want to play it. So I've been listening to it for the most part of the day. And what came to mind was our perception of the devil. Like we love blaming shit on the devil. We do. The devil made me do it. You know, the devil's working hard on me, or the devil's working overtime, or whatever. Not realizing that the devil is a divine being with a purpose, just like all of us. And because of that, you know, he or it is supposed to do what it's doing. That's its job. That is its job. He is the tempter, you know, the father of lies, or whatever you want to call him. But it is his job to do those things. But the devil has no power over anybody. You know, he has no power whatsoever over you or me. You have to choose to listen to the whispers. You have to choose to listen to his voice. You have to choose, which means you had the power the whole time. But we stay blaming the devil for shit, right? Right. You know, and then when the devil shows up, we get mad, you know. We get mad, we get an attitude, you know, a temper tantrum or whatever when you see it. But I learned that in tarot, when the devil card shows up, it's to I think I mentioned this in another podcast, another episode, that it's to see if you are done, truly done with the lesson that you are experiencing. That's his purpose. That is its purpose, to see if you are done with the lesson that you are experiencing. So instead of being mad that there's conflict or discomfort, I feel like we should be excited, because that means we are at the end of a lesson. We are about to exit the loop. And that, of course, is always dependent on us, whether or not we want to exit the loop or not. So when you see the devil pop up, you see the devil energy, ask yourself, if he's just there asking you, hey, are you done or no? Are you done with this or no? Are you done with this or no? And we know that if there's discomfort, if you're uncomfortable, that's a sign of growth. So if you're experiencing discomfort and you know you're in the middle of a lesson, that is a sign that you are about to catapult into the next thing. But you have to see it instead of, it's really depending on your perception. If you feel like you always going through some shit, then you always going to be going through some shit. But if you look at this discomfort as you about to break through the soil and move on to the next stage, you'd be surprised at what happens. You know, where your energy, where attention goes, energy flows. You feel me? We've always been in control. The devil has no power over us. The devil is a divine being, just like we are, serving its purpose. So when you see it, when you feel the energy, know that you're on your way out the loop. You're about to get out of the loop. You're about to learn this lesson. You're on your way out. And you really should high-five that ninja for real. You should be high-fiving him. Like, oh, I see you. I see you. That means I'm about to leave this bullshit. Like, I'm about to leave this. I don't even have to stay here. You're here. That means I learned something. That means I'm growing. That means I have the choice whether or not I want to stay here. So, you know, it's the devil's whisper for real. That's the name of the song. Again, the guy's name, Raury. Got an album out. I'm not sure the name of the album. It might be self-titled. But I'm not certain. But Raury. It's called The Devil's Whisper. The Devil's Whispers. And that's all the devil does is whisper. But you gotta agree. You have the power. We've always had the power. We've always had the power. They will have you believe that we don't. Screw them. They've been lying to us the whole time. They always want us to point fingers to things outside of us. It's her fault, his fault, their fault. The government, 45, black people, white people. And come on. Stop playing for the okie doke. Stop falling for it, I mean. We have the power. We have to decide. We have to choose. Things just don't fly without us being okay with it. You better run from the devil. You better run from the devil. You better hide. You better hide. You better hide. Run from the devil.